If your steel door is feeling a bit heavy or maybe it's snapping open too fast, it's most likely a spring tension issue. After watching this video, you'll be able to safely adjust the torsion spring on a roll-up overhead door. Whether it's for your shop, warehouse, or home garage, a properly balanced door is the difference between smooth operation and a workout you didn't ask for. This and more coming up right now here on Shop Tales and Lore. Whether they're motorized, chain-driven, or simply operated by hand, roll-up steel doors are pretty simple and straightforward in terms of design and function. Regardless of how they're actuated, all of these doors have two key features in common. One, a winding or tensioning point for increasing or relieving in a safe and controlled manner the energy stored in the torsion spring, and two, some means of locking in place and maintaining this spring adjustment. The winding point is usually some fitting or device attached to the center shaft of the drum assembly, like this flange intended for use with a winding bar. Some designs achieve the same thing with holes drilled through the shaft, and others by turning the shaft itself with a pipe wrench or similar tool. Here's a safety tip. Never use makeshift tools like a screwdriver in place of a proper winding bar, and never place your body directly in front of the tool. Instead, position yourself to one side of the winding point. This way, if the tool slips, you won't be directly in its path. Methods of locking in the adjustment will vary, but all have the same basic goal: to hold the drum shaft in place rotationally once the spring tension is dialed in. This is usually done with set screws or with some type of clamp like U-bolts with serrations to help grip the shaft once they are tightened. Most newer doors have some kind of ratchet or indexing mechanism to maintain the shaft adjustment temporarily. This avoids the problem of having to hold the spring under tension and tighten the set screws or clamps at the same time. If you're a serious DIYer or home workshop enthusiast who appreciates in-depth project insight and handy tips like those featured in this video, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified whenever we release a new video. And if we've helped you today, please take a moment to like, share, and comment below. It helps these videos reach more folks, and your comments help others as well. Thanks again. So with those fundamentals, let's take a look at the problems our door is having and what's involved in adjusting it. The door is difficult to lift and it must be pushed all the way into the fully open position. This causes slop in how the door's ribs mesh with each other as the drum rotates. The resulting slack in the coiled up door, sometimes called ballooning, is a good sign of inadequate spring tension. Another indicator is the fact that the door tends to drop too quickly as it approaches the closed position. So in this case, it's easy to see we need to increase the tension on the torsion spring. This manufacturer uses a cam action spring tension holding device that's really pretty ingenious. Instead of a conventional ratchet and pawl mechanism, sharp teeth knurled into the twin cams bite into the shaft, helping to eliminate the spinning of the shaft during the spring loading process. From this angle, we can see the marks left where the cams were gripping the shaft. After loosening the set screws, securing each end of the shaft, the tension is increased by turning the shaft with a pipe wrench in the direction that the door would normally coil up, counterclockwise from this perspective. Decreasing the spring tension is a two-handed operation that's accomplished by disengaging the cams by pulling back on this lever, while at the same time holding the shaft securely with a wrench and allowing the spring to gently turn the shaft in the opposite direction, and then releasing the lever to re-engage the cams. Okay, let's add some spring tension to this door. We start with the door in the fully raised position and block its path with a pair of vice grips or other strong clamp. This is to help prevent the door from falling if there is a sudden loss of spring tension. Next, we loosen the set screws at both ends of the shaft. Remember, this is possible only because with this particular door, the cam tensioner will still hold the shaft in place without the set screws. Be sure you understand how the tensioning system works on your door before you loosen any fasteners. You may need to take extra precautions, especially with some older designs that have no ratchet or cam device to help keep the torsion spring from suddenly detensioning. Now slowly turn the shaft in the direction that the door rolls up. Again, that's counterclockwise in this view. Each time I lift the wrench to reposition it, notice that the cams hold the shaft securely and prevent the spring tension from rotating the shaft back in the opposite direction. Add just enough tension to tighten up the roll and remove any obvious ballooning. For less spring tension, turn the shaft slightly counterclockwise in order to relieve pressure on the cams, then at the same time pull back on the cam release lever and hold it. Continue to hold the wrench securely and slowly let the spring tension turn the shaft clockwise. Be sure to re-engage the cams by letting the release lever return to its normal position before relaxing your grip on the wrench or removing it. Retighten all set screws, remove the vice grips or other safety block, and operate the door. In this case, the initial adjustment was all we needed to get the door to function well. If you need to make additional adjustments, remember to loosen the set screws or clamps beforehand and be sure to tighten them after tweaking the spring tension. Hey, thanks for watching. Here are a couple more videos you might find helpful. Be sure to visit our homepage and other links in the description for a wide range of DIY and home workshop content.